Gabby Williams is back with the Seattle Storm, and while that sounds like a major win, it might not be enough to save their season. The Storm, once a powerhouse in the WNBA, have struggled this year, and even with Gabby's return, their championship hopes may already be slipping away. So today, we're breaking down why Gabby Williams' return is making headlines, why she might not be the magic fix Seattle is hoping for, and what this really means for the Storm's chances of reclaiming their former glory. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep bringing you more WNBA content. Now let's get into it. Let's start with Gabby Williams. If you've been following women's basketball, you already know she's not just another role player. Gabby's journey has been anything but ordinary, from her college days at UConn to becoming a key piece of the French national team. At the University of Connecticut, Gabby was electric. She helped lead the Huskies to back-to-back Final Four appearances and established herself as one of the most versatile players in the country. She could defend multiple positions, score when needed, rebound, and make plays, earning All-American honors and a spot on the All-Defensive team. By the time she left UConn, she had solidified her place in college basketball history and was viewed as one of the most promising prospects heading into the WNBA. That promise turned into reality in 2018, when Gabby was selected 4th overall by the Chicago Sky. Expectations were high, and she delivered. She quickly built a reputation as an elite defender, a strong rebounder, and a true Swiss Army knife who could play multiple positions. But like most great stories, it wasn't all smooth sailing. After several seasons in Chicago, Gabby was traded to the Seattle Storm in 2022. Once again, she showed why she's considered one of the league's best perimeter defenders. However, her commitment to the French national team soon became a major storyline in her WNBA career. That brings us to the WNBA's prioritization rule. In simple terms, the rule requires players to report to their WNBA teams by a specific date or face penalties, including fines or suspension. For players like Gabby, who are deeply committed to international play, this has created real tension. Balancing national team duties with WNBA obligations hasn't been easy, and it's played a role in her availability and continuity with Seattle. So while Gabby's return absolutely boosts the Storm's defense and versatility, the bigger question remains: is it too little, too late? That's where Seattle's season, and their championship hopes, get complicated. The WNBA's prioritization rule requires players to put the league ahead of overseas commitments, and that became a massive issue for Gabby Williams. In 2021, Gabby was all in with Team France. That decision put her on a collision course with the league, and the fallout was severe. The Chicago Sky suspended her for the entire WNBA season. Yes, an entire season. It was a tough pill to swallow, but Gabby didn't back down. She stood by her commitment to France, and in doing so, her situation shined a spotlight on the impossible choices many WNBA players face. Honor their national teams or comply with league rules, sometimes at the expense of their international careers. For Gabby, choosing France may have cost her a WNBA season, but it also set the stage for one of the most memorable stretches of her career. Fast forward to the 2024 Summer Olympics, and Gabby Williams was nothing short of spectacular. She helped lead France to a silver medal, putting together an elite two-way performance throughout the tournament. Gabby was named the best defender of the Olympics and earned a spot on the All-Star 5. And in the gold medal game against Team USA, she was everywhere, scoring, defending, making plays when it mattered most. Her energy and impact kept France within striking distance, and while they ultimately fell short, they pushed the mighty US team to the limit. It was a powerful reminder of just how good Gabby Williams is, and why so many WNBA teams were eager to have her back. But here's the reality. While Gabby's return to the WNBA is a big deal, especially for the Seattle Storm, it's not a guaranteed ticket to success. The Storm are a franchise with a championship pedigree, but this season has exposed some real challenges. And even with Gabby back in the lineup, questions remain about whether this team can truly turn things around. Now, let's zoom out and talk about the Seattle Storm. If you're a WNBA fan, you already know this is one of the most successful franchises in league history. The Seattle Storm have built a culture of excellence on years of dominance. We're talking about 4 WNBA championships, 2004, 2010, 2018, and 2020, and some of the greatest players the league has ever seen. Sue Bird, Lauren Jackson. Legends. That duo defined the franchise for nearly 2 decades, leading Seattle to multiple titles and leaving an undeniable mark on the WNBA. And then there's Breanna Stewart, who played a pivotal role in the Storm's championship runs in 2018 and 2020. Together, Bird, Jackson, and Stewart didn't just win games, they created a winning culture. A standard. The Storm became a model franchise, known for resilience, teamwork, and delivering when it mattered most. But here's the reality. Times have changed. Sue Bird and Lauren Jackson have retired. Breanna Stewart has moved on to the New York Liberty. And the Storm are now in a full-on transition period. The expectations are still sky high, but the challenges are very real. Seattle has gone from being a dominant force to a team still searching for its identity. Yes, they're in the playoff hunt, sitting in the middle of the standings, but the path to another championship is anything but clear. This transition hasn't just hurt on the court. Losing franchise pillars affects the locker room, the culture, and the confidence of the entire organization. Rebuilding takes time, and in the WNBA, time isn't always on your side. And that's where Gabby Williams enters the picture. Her return has been widely celebrated. Basketball legends like Isaiah Thomas and Sue Bird have praised the move. Fans are excited. The energy is real. But the question remains, is Gabby Williams actually the answer to Seattle's problems this season? Let's be real, the 2024 season has been a roller coaster for the Storm. Between key departures and an aging roster, consistency has been hard to come by. The team has struggled on both ends of the floor, but the offense has been the biggest concern. The numbers tell the story. As of now, Seattle ranks last in the league in three-point shooting, hitting just 28.7% from beyond the arc. That's dead last. Their offensive rating sits at 101.5, placing them 7th in the league, far from championship-level production. Scoring the basketball has been Seattle's Achilles heel all season. Defensively, it's a different story. The Storm rank 4th in the league in defensive rating at 94.6, and they're among the leaders in steals and blocks per game. That's where Gabby Williams fits perfectly. She's an elite defender. She can guard multiple positions, disrupt passing lanes, and bring relentless energy. Her versatility and intensity are exactly what Seattle wants to add on that end of the floor. But here's the catch. Gabby's strengths don't directly address Seattle's biggest weakness. She's not a high-volume three-point shooter. Over her WNBA career, Gabby has shot 31.8% from three, which doesn't move the needle much for a team already struggling to stretch the floor. Without consistent outside shooting, Seattle has had a hard time keeping pace with the league's top offenses. Gabby will absolutely help defensively, but unless the Storm improve their offensive efficiency, her overall impact could be limited. And then there's Jewell Loyd. She's been asked to carry a massive load this season. While she's averaging 24 points per game, the efficiency hasn't been there, shooting 40% from the field and 35% from three. Gabby can help take pressure off Loyd defensively, but offensively, Seattle still needs more firepower. And that's why Seattle's position in the standings reflects exactly who they are right now: competitive, tough, but flawed. Despite being almost guaranteed a playoff spot, the Seattle Storm currently sit in the 5th seed, and that puts them in a difficult position heading into the postseason. The talent is there, but their current form suggests an uphill battle once the playoffs begin. Yes, Seattle is very likely to make the postseason. They've shown flashes of brilliance throughout the year, and with Gabby Williams back in the lineup, there's real hope they can pull things together. But the big question remains: can they overcome their offensive issues and make a deep run, or will their struggles from beyond the arc and lack of consistent scoring be their downfall? Because standing directly in their path is the biggest obstacle of all: the Las Vegas Aces. The Aces are the back-to-back WNBA champions, and they've shown no signs of slowing down. With a roster loaded with superstar talent, A'ja Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and Chelsea Gray, Las Vegas has been the team to beat all season. They play with a level of dominance that's eerily similar to the Storm at their peak. They have depth, experience, and an offense that can explode at any moment. Their ability to spread the floor, knock down threes, and control the paint makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone. Statistically, the Aces separate themselves from the pack. They boast a league-best offensive rating of 118.7, rank second in three-point shooting at 37.9%, and pair that elite offense with a defense that's just as imposing. So where does that leave Seattle? Even with Gabby Williams back, the road to the WNBA Finals goes straight through Las Vegas, and that's a tall order. Gabby will absolutely help Seattle defensively, but beating the Aces isn't just about getting stops. You have to outscore them. And that's where the Storm may fall short. Kelsey Plum, in particular, has been a constant problem for Seattle. Her ability to stretch the floor and deliver in clutch moments makes her one of the most dangerous guards in the league. Containing Plum and the rest of the Aces' offense is critical, but as we've seen, that's far easier said than done. Without a major improvement in shooting and overall offensive efficiency, it's hard to see Seattle winning a full playoff series against Las Vegas. The Aces simply have too many weapons. So what does all of this mean for the Storm's championship hopes? Gabby Williams' return is a boost, no question. She brings defensive intensity, experience, and a winning mindset that Seattle desperately needs. But the reality is this: the Storm's problems run deeper than what one player can fix, even a player as talented as Gabby. Their offensive struggles, combined with the dominance of teams like the Las Vegas Aces, make it unlikely that Seattle will be hoisting the championship trophy this season. Gabby Williams can't save the Seattle Storm on her own. Without a complete turnaround on offense, and fast, their title hopes are slipping away, and the path back to championship glory may already be out of reach. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Gabby Williams can help turn the Storm's season around? Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe for more WNBA breakdowns, and click the video on your screen to keep the conversation going. We'll see you in the next one. Basketball and hoop high voltage sign.